Yes, indeed, it has been an expensive few months here at Team 24 HQ. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm always getting asked, Gemma, what do you buy on these retro game hunts you go on? Retro game hunts? But it's not always retro game hunts when you find gaming consoles. No, it's not always retro game hunts. Sometimes sellers wish to remain anonymous when they're flogging really cool things like this. Managed to get my hands on a 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Slim. Okay, it's not the Pro, that's fine, but I do have a 20th anniversary up there. Now I have something from the 30th anniversary celebrations. Pretty darn sweet. Not because we take pride in our electricity, but because we got a Sharp SF1, which is a Super Nintendo, or rather Super Famicom, built into a CRT TV. What? So as I stand here today, I'd like to thank you for watching How My Bank Hates Me. Yes, my bank hates me because I continue to spend ridiculous amounts of money on video games. But I enjoy it, so it doesn't matter, right? Now don't worry, I'll tell you more about this Sharp SF1 in a YouTube short soon. So I thought I'd show you. Let's get this show on the road. So if you saw the Nottingham City Gaming Fair last week, great video, picked up loads of really cool stuff. Now I actually saw this on Kirkby Sells and Exchange Facebook page, Streets of Rogue, a super rare release. We got some stickers in there which I'll kind of get out after. And the cards as well, but this is factory sealed. Now I know they had a bunch of stuff that came into the shop, including this, and I did clock it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I really wanted that, and I nearly messaged her to say, please take this game to Nottingham City Gaming Fair. I didn't even need to because it was there, so I was like, buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing. And then just like the little sticker there, which is pretty darn sweet. So I actually thought that was really nice, and I'm dead excited to play it because I've got a couple of Switch lights. In fact, I should show you that as well. I'll show you that at the end, and I will play that in bed. That'll be one that I'll just kind of chill out to. Love Streets of Rage, love that kind of play on words, Streets of Rogue, and yeah, let me know if you have played it. Now I showed you the Sharp SF1 downstairs, and I actually wanted a Japanese Super Game Boy for that exact reason. Because of course Game Boy games are region free, so now I will be able to play Game Boy games on my Sharp SF1. Oh, and by the way, if you can hear something in the background, it's just the heater. So yeah, I actually picked this up, which is in beautiful condition. If you were eagle-eyed on the video, there are actually two, both in really good condition, but this was in the better condition. And if you can see it on the camera or hear it, it actually comes in this like weird little plastic case. So when I actually start to use this, obviously I'm gonna take it out. Box is in great condition, and I think I paid 30 quid for this, which if you look on Senderco, because every now and again I do import stuff from Japan myself, probably the going rate, so it's just as easy for me to get it in the United Kingdom on Retro Game Hunt. Sucker for a racing game, so MotoGP 08. Paid £3.50 from Dream Consoles CIB. So I snagged it for £3.50. Not gonna go wrong. If it's terrible, it doesn't matter, but I actually don't see this one round a lot. And with the Capcom branding, I thought, surely. Now I just want to shout out and make a disclaimer that this was sent to me for free. This is the unofficial GBA Pixel book. This is stunning. I love the way this book is laid out. It's not just the generic picture text, it's picture text, graphics, this, that and the other, and every page is different. So this is from Bitmap Books. Bitmap Books. Use code GEBS5 for 5% off. I make no money, it just gives you 5% off. GEBS5 on their website. This is probably, I'm not joking, I have pretty much all of the books released by Bitmap. This and The Art of the Box are my favourites. I love this book. So to say I'm not like a massive GBA fan, this is really nice. Because I like to punish myself, the Dark Souls trilogy. I have this again from Kirkby Sales and Exchange. This was at the gaming market, which she did say obviously it's damaged. I didn't care. I've really wanted this pack for quite some time, and she actually had a bunch in. It was factory sealed. And I was like typing on Facebook, I was like, Nina, please put one to one side. And they're like, no, it's all gone. It's all gone. But then she was like, yo, Jen, I have one if you want to buy it at the market. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking it, I'm buying it. I think I need to show these next two together. Hang on. If you follow my series by the list, you'll know I'm after Side Pocket on the Super Famicom. NES and Sega Genesis. Yes, Side Pocket on these. I see this game everywhere, other than on the Super Famicom. Whatever. Now, I know a lot of you follow me. I've got some devoted followers and devoted subscribers, and I appreciate you. Thank you. And if you do follow me, you will know I love tennis games. And when I went to film in the UK's largest retro game store back in September, cheeky plug for the video, I got a sealed copy of this game, Mario Tennis. This is not sealed. It's just got the plastic wrapping on, which we'll take off. So now I can play this version, which is excellent. Excellent. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. This is actually an incredible game, and just to be able to play tennis with all the kind of characters from the Mario universe, honestly, what's not to like? What's not to like? Team 24. All right, we're moving on. SNES time, my favourite. So you don't see this around this often, and I got a bargain on this at 80 quid. This is Izzy's Quest for the Olympic Rings. If you like your side-scrolling platformers, this is definitely one you need to check out. But it's just super cool and cute because you're this weird kind of blob thing that honestly, it's just so much fun. It screams 16-bit, it screams 90s nostalgia. When we had that just influx of, you know, companies trying to compete with like Sonic and Mario protagonists with like Cool Spot and Zool and then Super Frog on the Amiga, is it, you know, just these protagonists that would come out, sometimes hit the mark, Crash Bandicoot, sometimes maybe just have like a one-hit wonder. So this is a nice game. Again, really good condition, and shout out to my friend Luke that sold me this at the Doncaster Gaming event, Doncaster Gaming Market by Replay Events. Again, I'll probably link all these videos in the cards if you give a crap about looking for them. So yeah, picked it up. Now in my YouTube short, somebody roasted me for saying World of Warcraft. Warcraft, sorry. Warcraft, the Dark Saga, so Warcraft 2, the Dark Saga, snagged this for 30 quid down at, the Doncaster Gaming Market. Wow, that's difficult to open. Really nice CIB, and actually much prefer these clamshell cases over the paper plastic combo of the really flimsy PAL Sega Saturn cases that we actually do have. These are reminiscent of old VHS cases. That's what they kind of remind me of. So they're a lot hardier. So think Sega Genesis cases, and obviously with the Kimball tag. I mean, you can just see that hanging up in Dixon's back in the day, or at least my mind's eye can see that hanging up back in the day, and it fills my soul with nostalgic joy. Okay, one of my gaming goals for the next year is to give the Atari Jaguar some love. So Zool 2, when I saw this, I knew I had to grip it. I knew I had to get it because this is quite obscure. and I got it for £55, and it does go for a lot more. I've seen it as low as 50 though at the market, so if you do your little shop around, you can probably get some really nice bargains. So Zool 2, I thought this is kind of like my way in. I've got quite a good Atari Jaguar game collection, but I think this is like my way in for the kind of sparking my enthusiasm for the Atari Jaguar. And if you can recommend any games, please feel free to drop a comment or come over to the subreddit. We've now got a subreddit, which I'll link in the description, and that's purely to talk about content. So if you've got any recommendations of games I need to look for on my travels, you need to tell me, and we can work on it together. Hidden Gem Master System. Hidden Gem Master System game. Nobody talks about it until I heard a podcast about it. Obviously this came out before Link to the Past, but everyone compares this to Link to the Past as it's a very similar top-down RPG, dungeon crawler, lots of swords and magical things and just crazy enemies like minotaurs. This is an incredible game. Sadly, missing manual. So I also have another challenge, just personal challenge, just to grab the manual. If I can't find one at a good price, I'm gonna have to buy a repro. I don't mind the odd repro manual, to be honest with you. I don't mind it. I know a lot of people want kind of fresh CIB right off the bat. I get that, I get it, but I don't mind the odd repro manual. But again, if you chuck me some kind of ideas in the subreddit of anywhere that you think might have a copy of the manual for this. Now, as I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles girl tattoo, if you can see it, picked this up. Et voila, on the GBA. Funnily enough, we talked about the unofficial GBA guide earlier. We've got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus on the GBA. That's right, check out my brand new mats. We got the question mark block here, excuse the mess in the background. And then we got Pikachu over there, which apparently was the first go he had. That's why you can see he's a little bit rough around the edges, but I like him and he's actually huge, sits nice and perfectly next to Kirby. Also, and we mentioned a Switch Lite. Here is one that I picked up earlier. Yep, I took the plunge on the beautiful gold edition when the brand new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom came out. I've got my gorgeous custom cat paw case on there, which I have on all my lights, and I'm very much enjoying the game. Let me know if you've played it, guys. We have something on there. What is that? No! I got the new neon light strips, also from Nottingham Video Game Fair. If you stayed till the end of the video, on that you would have seen them, but in case you haven't, roll it. And cut into these. We paid £200 for these vertical RGB lights at a show price at the Nottingham City Gaming Fair. You can actually change the colour of these on an app or on the remote. So for example, we can have it as a static light, so we just click it and we've got a static light, but I much prefer it on this setting because you get in every colour and it just adds so much flair. Now, excuse the tripod, etc., but we've got some RGB stuff going all the way around the room. And the pixel panels, which if you're a keen-eyed description hogger, you will notice that there is a YouTube short in the description giving you a price on the small panel, a price on the large panel. So please stop asking, go and check the actual YouTube description. There's one up there as well, but I am short on flipping plug space. But nonetheless, I don't actually think I need it on. And it even looks better when the cab is on of an evening. It is a bit of a mess in here, so I'm not going to show you the floor, but I just love this whole aesthetic. And boy, has it been an expensive few months. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.